Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here at WHC Hire for another toolbox tip. And as the sun is out and spring is very much upon us, it's time to get down and let's have a little look at some groundskeeping equipment. No more importantly than the 6-inch chipper. The 6-inch chipper is a very popular piece of equipment used by arborists, horticulturists, and it can also be used in the agricultural industry as well. Today we're going to have a little look at the different types of chippers that you can hire. Also, we're going to have a little look at the benefits of them, as well as how the machine works, if you need a license, and what to do with those precious wood chippings once you've used it. Let's get started. Like I said before guys, welcome back to another toolbox tip, and if you're not subscribed to our WHC channel and you want to get the most out of your plant hire equipment, then please feel free just to hit the button below so you don't miss on our weekly episodes of toolbox tips. So what type of chippers can you expect to see on the hire market? Well, generally there are two. First one being a 3-inch chipper, and the second one being more like the force chipper, a 6-inch chipper. And they both have different capabilities depending on the user and the operator and their requirements. Let's have a little look at the differences between those two machines. Firstly, the 6-inch chipper will produce anywhere up to 5 tons of wood chip per hour. A gravity-fed machine will only produce up to 1.5 tons. As you've probably guessed, gravity-fed means that gravity takes over. That means that the brash needs to be inserted in a 3-inch chipper from the top down and is pulled by gravity through the machine. Whereas a machine like this has rollers which will pull the brash, the branches, all the limbs that you're chipping through the machine and disperse them out of this big chute behind me. 3-inch chippers are normally handballed and can be maneuvered around. Some are towable, but not for road usage. But a 6-inch chipper like this one, a towable one, is designed to be taken on the road. Far more portable, easier, and obviously far more powerful as well. With the government legislation changing last year that if you didn't have a BE license, your limit to towing was 750 kilos. Well, now that has been scrapped. We're now up to 3.5 tons for everyone who has a driving license. Machines like this one, which now only weighs in about 950 kilos, is really popular than the sub 750 options that are available on the market. If you're a business and looking to use a wood chipper on site, one of the questions you might ask is, do you need a license to use them for commercial use? And the answer is actually, for commercial use, yes. For domestic use, no. And if you're going to hire one as a domestic user, you don't need to prove a license of competency. However, if you're planning to take a machine of this power and capabilities onto a building site, please make sure that you have all the relevant qualifications and certifications to make sure that you can prove competency on your building site. If you haven't got these already, please have a little look at the Lantra Awards that will be able to direct you in the right direction for getting that competency certificate for using a wood chipper. So let's take a little look around the 6-inch chipper. As I mentioned before, this machine is built ready for towing. So you've got your towing eye, you also got your jockey wheel, so it can be detached and easily attached to whatever vehicle is towing it. And this machine is fixed on a single axle, which is probably the most popular for all types of wood chippers. Coming around the back, we've got our main hopper feed, which is a nice wide hopper. And we've also got our guard as well, which stops any debris kicking back. And you can see inside there is our 6-inch rollers that will pull the material through. On the back hopper, we've got our safety stop bar, which is just here, the red one. And then on both sides of the machine, we've got 2 buttons which control the rollers inside. Obviously the green is to go forward and the red one beneath is to reverse if you need to require so. Then moving round to the side of the machine, we've got our main control area. Now Forster's got a auto intelligence which allows it to change the amount of torque depending on the thickness of the debris that you're putting through. This is all done inside the machine through this little control panel, which also has access to all the sensors on the machine to make sure it runs at its optimal rate. This silver knob below can be changed depending on the type of material you're pulling through. This will change the size of the wood chippings that get dispersed out through the chute. And then we've also got our throttle following down the machine on the main side. Underneath we have our engine under the main bonnet, and also we have our fan wheel with our chipper blades underneath the middle of the machine. As you can see from some of the footage we took from our clients recently, the materials, the debris, the brash or the actual wood itself is inserted laterally, and the rollers pull the debris through the machine and it dispersed out through the chute. And with all those chippings, what are you going to do with them? Now there's lots of suggestions out there all over the internet what you can do with them. You can put them on paths, you can use them for menages if you're into equestrian, or you can even add them to your compost heap, because eventually they will biodegrade down for you. But one of the biggest misconceptions is a lot of people say that you can put them onto your flower beds, which yes you can, but you need to be aware of the type of wood that you are actually chipping. Pine, your conifer, which is extremely popular, especially with a 6-inch chipper, contain phytotoxin compounds which can actually change the pH level balance in the soil. This means that germination cannot actually take place. So effectively what you could be doing is killing your bed altogether and causing a lot of problems if you like to grow things in those areas. And that's all we've got for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for joining me on another toolbox tip. If you'd like to find some more information about this Force turbo chipper available at our depots at WHC Hire, then please feel free to click the link down below. We'll be back next week for another toolbox tip, but until then guys, take care, have a great week, and bye bye for now.